As we begin our body scan meditation for today, I want you to take extra special care in getting your body in the correct position for meditation. Now, as always, it's most important that you do what feels right for you. So you may want to be lying down on the floor, or on the bed, or on a sofa. Perhaps you might want to be sitting in a chair. You may want a cushion behind your back or under your feet, or maybe underneath your knees. You may want to have a blanket. Just take a moment to make sure that you are in a comfortable position. So I want you to close your eyes when you're ready, and let me lead you through this meditation today. We're going to start by bringing our attention and our focus to the whole of our body as one. And as we narrow our attention just to our body, we're going to make a conscious decision to leave behind all thoughts of the past and all thoughts of the future, and our surroundings as well. So just imagine that all melting away, and that there is only you and your body, and that is all. So as we start to settle into how our body feels, you may begin to be aware of some sensations, perhaps. So maybe just think how your skin is feeling, whether you're feeling hot or cold, whether you can feel any air moving over you. Notice the points of contact between you, your body, and the surface that you're sitting or laying on. And as we start to open our mind and be curious about how our body feels, and just notice with interest. Not needing to change anything in any way, just accepting however you're feeling today. We're then going to bring our attention to the top of our head. We're going to notice any particular sensations that we feel here. How does our scalp feel? Try and focus in on that one area and leave behind the rest of your body for now. And just single pointedly focus on the top of your head and your scalp. I'm going to move now to our forehead. And notice how many muscles we have in the forehead. Maybe raise your eyebrows a little and just see how that feels. Notice how much tension we often have in this one small area. As we move away from the forehead now, we're going to incorporate the eyes. Notice how your eyes feel. And again, we're just bringing that open curiosity, that wonder, that interest. We're not striving to change anything, we're not judging. We're just noticing. And then we're going to move down to our cheekbones and our cheeks. And then into our jaw. And again, the jaw is a place where we often have a lot of tension. And then moving our focus into our mouth. And noticing our lips and our tongue and our teeth. Just exploring that area with your interest and your mind. Just noticing how it feels. I'm going to leave that area behind now and we're going to focus on our ears. And maybe just as an experiment, focus on your left ear first. See how that one feels. Before moving on to your right ear. As we leave our ears behind, we're going to come down to our neck. Start at the front of your neck, where your throat is. Before sweeping your attention gently and slowly round to the side of your neck, and then the back of your neck, and the other side of your neck, and back to the front of your neck. How does it feel to be so aware of each tiny part of your body? I'm going to come to the shoulders now. This is a place where we're often aware of all the tension building. How do they feel today? Are they comfortable? Are they relaxed? Are they tense? Are they painful? Notice all these different things that they may be. And just try and feel rather than think if you can. Just to experience what it feels like. I'm going to take a moment here to move down the left arm. So very gently from your left shoulder, move down the upper part of your left arm to your elbow. And then down the lower part of your left arm towards your wrist. And then moving into your left hand. And then your left thumb. And then just in your own time, I want you to move from one finger to the next and just slowly exploring in your mind how they all feel individually and as one. And when you're ready, we'll move back to the right shoulder now, and we'll do the same process with the right arm. So we move slowly and gently from the right shoulder down the upper part of your right arm towards your elbow. Just pausing at your elbow to check in there before moving down the lower part of your right arm towards your wrist. And then moving into your right hand, maybe separating the front of your hand from the back of your hand. And then moving on to your thumb. Before focusing on each finger in turn. We're going to come back to our shoulders now, and we're going to gently and slowly work our way down our back, trying to check in with each vertebrae one at a time. Very slowly working downwards, checking in with how your back feels. When you get to the bottom of your back, just pause there for a second. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to the shoulders again. And this time we're going to sweep down the front of your body. Very slowly moving down the chest, past your rib cage, and past your tummy area, down towards your hips. And then we're going to check in with the hip area, the bottom, and just notice how it feels. Are there any areas of tension here? Is it comfortable? We're going to move down both legs together now. So just moving from the bottom into the thighs. Just very, very slowly moving gently downwards. How do your muscles feel? How does your skin feel? How do your bones feel? And then we're going to pause when we get to the knees. And just check in with the left knee. And then with the right knee. Before moving down the lower legs, past your calves, and down towards your ankles. And again, checking in with your left ankle first, before moving on to your right ankle. bring the whole of your focus and attention to your feet now, leaving behind all the other areas that we've looked at already and just purely focusing only on your feet. So we're going to take the left foot now and bring our attention down to the heel and sweeping along the sole of the foot from the back all the way along to the front, near to the toes. Then we come back towards the ankle at the top of the foot now and do the same sweeping motion from the ankle along the top of the foot down towards the toes. And then we're just going to bring our attention to the inside of the foot, along the archway, and then the outside of the foot too. And then, starting with the big toe, see if you can bring all of your focus and attention to the big toe on your left foot. Just hold it there for a second. Before moving onto each toe in turn, experiencing how it feels to bring your attention to such a small area. And gradually moving along each toe until you get to your tiny toe. And then we're going to do the same process with the right foot now. So moving your attention across from your left foot to your right foot and coming to your right heel next. And using that sweeping motion from the right heel along the sole of your right foot, gently and slowly moving towards your toes. And then we come to the top of the foot and we move from the ankle again with that sweeping motion, gently and slowly down towards your toes. We then move to the inside of your right foot along your arch, and then the outside of your right foot. And next we bring our attention to the big toe on our right foot. And just hold your attention there just for a moment while we focus and experience. In your own time, you can then gently move from one toe to the next. Until you get to your baby toe on your right foot. Okay. Now we're going to very slowly and gently bring both of the feet back into our attention and awareness. Maybe give your toes a little wiggle if you feel like it. Maybe start to flex and point your feet or gently rotate your feet in a small circle. So now we're going to add in each area. So we keep hold of the attention of the feet We add in the ankles and the lower legs and the knees, so that we become aware of that whole area from both of your knees all the way down, incorporating all of your toes now. And then we bring our attention up past our thighs and up to our hips. So now we have the whole of our legs and our feet and our toes, all of that area in our attention. And then we move up further, incorporating our tummy and our chest and our back, all of our torso, right up to our shoulders and our chest area. And then we add in both arms as well. And then we add in our neck and our face and our head, so that now we have the whole of our body back in our attention, back in our focus and back in our awareness. So I want you to just take a few moments here and just re-energize the whole of your body. Incorporate all of it back in. And then we're going to slowly become aware of our surroundings. Notice the points of contact between our body and the chair or the surface that we're lying on. And just let the room recreate itself around us. As you release your focus and your attention, whenever you're ready, in your own time, you can finish the meditation by gently opening your eyes.